If you're struggling to find love, you're not alone. But the truth is, a relationship is not just dumb luck. It takes effort, good choices, and the right mindset. And that's what we're diving into today. We believe love is beautiful, and you can have it if you want it. You just need a method to get there, a way to bring that love to you. In this video, we're going to explain our method to you, teaching you everything we've learned through our success with relationships. But first, a warning. I'm going to be blunt here. A lot of the advice online, to use a polite word, is trash. I don't even think the people saying it believe it. They just say anything to get engagement, or to ride a trend to get attention. That's not what we're about here. As Stoics, we should always choose truth and integrity over lies. Everything that you're about to hear is real and based on our sincere beliefs and relationship successes. So let's take that first step. What's the first thing you need to do to find love? You need to be putting yourself out there. In one way or another, you need to be introducing yourself to the kinds of people who could date you and getting that message across. In a sentence, to find love, you need to be getting in front of the people who can give you love. As Stoics, we believe wholly and completely in the value of effort and the power of action. Some people might say, "Give me the shortcut." Other people might say, "I don't want to work that hard." Not us. The way to improvement in anything is through effort. That is the route we proudly take. For Stoics, hard work is our motto. Seneca said, "I never spend a day in idleness." Marcus Aurelius said, "In the morning, when you are sluggish about getting up, let this be your thought: I am rising to do the work of man." So get ready to do the work we all have to do to find real love. Now, we're not going to walk you through every possible way to find potential dating partners, since there are many. But consider that, if one way of finding love hasn't worked for you, try another. Don't go for the lowest effort answer here, or whatever is most convenient. You should really apply yourself to finding a way to meet people who are open to love that works for you. And then you need to spend a lot of time applying that method. Since it's so important, we will single one method out here for special attention: dating apps. A lot of people complain they can't find dates on the apps. If that describes you, then please make an effort to get off the apps and try to find love another way. So find your method, then put yourself to work using it. Try to get a system going if that's what it takes. Most of the time, you don't find love on the first date, so most of the time, a system is what it takes. Here's an example. Let's say you join a hiking group. You hit it off with someone in the group, and you go on a date with them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out, and there's no one else in that group you can date. What happens now? Here's what you don't do. You don't quit. Instead, you need to keep searching for more people to date. Search for the places where the people you know hang out, and go there. And keep doing that until you meet the right person. Here's another hard truth. Most people underestimate the amount of work it takes to get something good off the ground. It would be nice if you could decide to start dating on Monday, find someone you like on Wednesday, go on a date on Friday, and be in a relationship by Sunday. I wish it was that easy, but it's almost never that easy. This is why we need to work at this, to even the odds. Like a job or a house search or any other big commitment, you need more grit and more effort to successfully pursue this, you should be thinking of a process here that will take months, most likely. And along the way, it won't all be rainbows. There will be bad conversations, there will be rejections, and there will probably be hurt feelings. But that's normal. That's part of the process. Believe it or not, you're doing it exactly right if you encounter those things, because that's usually what you have to go through in order to have a good relationship. The hardest part of this, for most people, is the emotional part. Let's return to that word we used, rejection. It's a harsh word. It's a word no one likes to hear. And yet, most of us will face rejection. The truth is that getting good at finding relationships is often about recovering from rejection. Reflect that millions of people have had to face this, as you have too. It's part of being human, and natural in its way. The other half of this isn't so heavy. It's very simple. To get good at something, you must practice. So ask yourself, how much practice are you getting? Are you setting your expectations correctly? Here's an example. I've sent emails as part of a business process before. For these emails, a response rate of 5% is pretty good. So that means if I send 20 emails, I should expect about 1 response. I can't send 3 emails and then get mad if no one answers me. I've got to send more than that, and work harder than that. Basically, to earn the right to complain or to quit, I must work more. It's the same thing here. You can't ask one person out and then quit in a huff if they say no. Be realistic here. We all have to work and sweat a little to achieve good things. It is the way of nature, and what Stoicism endorses. As Epictetus, a great Stoic philosopher, said in the Enchiridion, when you are going to meet someone, say to yourself, what if they snub me? But if you act according to nature, you will not be hurt. In fact, we can take this example to demonstrate Stoic principles. Look at what this shows. 1. Accept that many things are outside your control. You can control asking someone out, but not their response. Getting huffy about a no is fighting against something that was never up to you in the first place. 2. Work with nature rather than against it. Epictetus would say rejection is part of the natural order of human interaction. Expecting otherwise is like being angry that water is wet. Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations said, if the cucumber is bitter, throw it away. If there are briars in the path, go around them. That is enough. Do not add, why do such things exist in the world? The idea is beautifully simple. When you encounter something unpleasant or obstacles in life, just deal with them practically and move on. Don't waste mental energy questioning why bad things exist or getting indignant about the unfairness of it all. 3. Embrace the discipline of action. Stoics believed in engaging fully with life while being detached from specific outcomes. Ask someone out because it's the right action for you, not because you're entitled to a particular result. And 4. You should apply yourself without attachment. Marcus Aurelius had the idea that we should act with full effort while accepting that results aren't guaranteed. That is true for everything in life and for dating too. Now, all of this, the effort, the system, the persistence through rejection, requires the right mental framework. Because here's what happens to most people. They start strong. They put themselves out there. But then the first few rejections hit, and they crumble. Their confidence disappears. They start taking every no personally. They begin to question their worth. That's where most people fail. They know what to do, but they don't have the right mindset to handle what dating actually requires. So before we go any further, we need to get your head right. We need to build a mental framework that can handle rejection without breaking, that can maintain confidence through setbacks, and that keeps you focused on what really matters. Here's the truth that most dating advice won't tell you. Not everyone is right for you. And that's not just okay. It's exactly what you want. Think about it this way. Some people are dishonest. Some people are cruel. Some people have completely different values from you and will treat you badly and drive you up the wall. Do you really want these people to say yes to you? Of course not. When someone like that rejects you, they're doing you a favor. This is why we need to reframe what rejection actually means. Every no you get isn't a judgment on your worth. It's information about compatibility. It's the dating process working as a filter, as intended. And that's where most people get it wrong. They take a rejection from someone they barely know, someone who might be completely wrong for them anyway, and they let it destroy their confidence. Epictetus taught that we should focus on what's up to us, and what's up to us is becoming the kind of person worth dating. If you're honest, kind, interesting, and working on yourself, then you have genuine worth in the dating market. The right person will see that worth. The wrong person will see that you are an ethical person, and they are not, and will say no. And that, as they say, is dodging a bullet. I can tell you, honestly, that I have dated people in the past who said yes, who I really wish had said no. Here's the reality check you need to internalize. You're going to have to ask a number of people to get to your yes. Finding the right match takes time and effort. So when you get that first rejection, or that third, or even the fifth, don't feel dejected. And most importantly, do not quit. You should feel like you're making progress, because you are. Each no is bringing you closer to your yes. Each person who isn't right for you is clearing the path to the person who is. By allowing you to practice, they're also making you better at this, which means more positive answers in the future. The confident mindset isn't, everyone should want to date me. The confident mindset is, I'm a good person with real value, and I'm looking for someone who appreciates that value. You're not trying to convince everyone to like you. You're trying to find the people who already do. Do not approach dating with desperation. Approach it with discernment and patience. The only shortcut for us is effort. Because unlike all the other shortcuts, you can trust effort to yield results. That's the Stoic way. Focus on your character, put in the effort, and trust that the right outcome will follow. The right person is out there. Your job is to become worthy of them, and to have the patience and persistence to find them. So to summarize, put yourself out there and be yourself. Here's something most dating advice gets backward. They tell you to change yourself to attract other people. The Stoic approach is different. You improve yourself because that's what virtuous people do, and good people naturally attract other good people. Think about it logically. If you want someone with their life together, shouldn't you have your life together too? Like attracts like. When you become the kind of person you'd want to date, you start attracting people who share your values and standards. This is about focusing on what the Stoics think of as what's up to you, your character, your choices, your daily habits, instead of wasting energy on things outside your control, like whether someone swipes right or accepts your request. And part of the way you make yourself attractive is with your values. Let's talk about the 4 Stoic virtues and how they make you genuinely more attractive. First, there's courage. It isn't just physical bravery. It's the courage to be authentic, to have difficult conversations, to pursue what you want despite fear of rejection. People are drawn to those who aren't afraid to be themselves. When you have the courage to show up as you really are, you give others permission to do the same. Then, there's justice. This means treating people fairly and with respect. In dating, this translates to clear communication, keeping your word, and treating everyone with basic human dignity, even when things don't work out. People notice when you're genuinely kind, not just when you want something from them. Then there's self-discipline, also called temperance. This shows up as emotional stability, the ability to delay gratification and not being controlled by every impulse or mood. It is a good quality, an attractive quality, when someone has good self-control, especially where it counts, like in the way that they're likely to treat you. Finally, there's wisdom. This is the pursuit of truth and understanding. It's curiosity about the world, the ability to learn from mistakes, and making good decisions. Wise people are interesting to be around because they're always growing. But here's the thing. You can't fake these virtues. People can sense authenticity, and they can sense when someone is putting on an act. The virtues have to be real, developed through daily practice and genuine commitment to becoming a better person. This means taking care of yourself as a person and also your physical health. A healthy, rested body supports a healthy mind. It also means developing mental clarity through reading, reflection, and challenging yourself intellectually. It means living with purpose, having goals and values that extend beyond just finding a relationship. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rocky headland on which the waves constantly break. It stands firm, and round it the seething waters are laid to rest." When you're grounded in your own character and purpose, you become that headland. You're not desperate or needy. Instead, you are that source of support. The truth is that when you stop making dating the only focus and start working on improving yourself, dating often gets easier. You're more confident because you have something real to be confident about. You're more interesting because you're actively engaged with life. And while you're dating, make sure the qualities you're looking for in other people are the right ones too. Most dating advice focuses on the wrong things. It tells you to look for someone attractive, successful, or charming. But as Stoics, we know that character is what matters. Beauty fades, jobs change, and charm can mask serious flaws. Character is what you'll be living with for years to come. So how do you spot good character? You watch how people act when they think no one is looking, when they're under pressure, or when they have nothing to gain from being nice. These are green flags to look out for from a Stoic perspective. Look at how your potential partner treats service workers, strangers, or people who can't do anything for them. Marcus Aurelius said we should treat everyone with dignity because we're all part of the same human community. Someone who embodies this naturally is showing you real virtue. Notice if they take responsibility for their mistakes. Epictetus taught that wisdom begins with admitting what we don't know. A person who can own their errors, learn from them, and move forward without making excuses is demonstrating both courage and wisdom. Pay attention to their relationship with effort and difficulty. Do they embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, or do they constantly complain and look for shortcuts? Stoics believe that obstacles are the path, And someone who shares this mindset will be a much better partner through life's inevitable difficulties. Look for emotional stability. Not someone who never gets upset, but someone who doesn't let emotions control their actions. Someone who can feel anger without lashing out, feel sadness without drowning in it, feel excitement without losing their judgment. These are the red flags that should make you walk away from a potential partner. They consistently blame others for their problems. If everything bad that happens to them is someone else's fault, they're not taking responsibility for their own life. That's not someone you want to build a future with. They're cruel to people who can't fight back. Animals, children, service workers, or anyone in a vulnerable position. If they'll be cruel to others, they'll eventually be cruel to you. Many people have learned this the hard way, so you don't have to. They try to control things outside their influence and get angry when they can't. Road rage, getting furious at weather, or losing their temper over minor inconveniences shows they don't understand the basic Stoic principle of focusing on what's up to them. They have no goals, no growth, no interest in becoming better. Stagnation is the enemy of virtue. If someone isn't trying to improve themselves, they're probably going backward. When you encounter someone who consistently shows poor character, don't try to fix them. Don't make excuses for them. And don't waste time wondering why they're like that. Just walk away, cleanly, without drama, without trying to change them. The goal isn't to find someone perfect, since perfection doesn't exist. The goal is to find someone whose character aligns with yours, someone who shares your commitment to virtue and growth. When you find someone like that, you're not just finding a romantic partner. You're finding someone who will make you better, and whom you can make better in return. That's what virtue compatibility looks like, and that's what leads to relationships that last. If this video helped you on your journey to finding meaningful love, leave a comment below, sharing which Stoic principle you'll apply first. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear as they build the courage to put themselves out there. And remember to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom that transforms how you approach relationships and life. As Seneca wisely wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly. The relationship you want, like the life you want, won't fall into your lap. Like any other human being, you must work to earn it. Every conversation you start, every rejection you rebound from, every date you ask for, you're working to build the love story you deserve. Stop waiting for love and start working for love, and it will come to you. Start today."